Chanel reformulated one of their popular foundations, and I was able to get one, and I wanted to see if they are similar. And the foundation that I'm talking about is the Ultra Le Tint Velvet Blurring Smooth Effect Foundation. I do have the original formula, and now I have the new formula, and I just wanted to see if they're similar. And I do have them both in the same shade, which is B70. And let me show you the old bottle first. As you can see on the bottom here, it does say SPF of 15. And then let me put it up against the new bottle. I mean, similar shape and color, nothing different, nothing like the finish of the bottle. But the only thing that's different is that it doesn't have the SPF 15 on the bottom there. Technically speaking, it doesn't have the words broad spectrum SPF 15 sunscreen. So it has it on the old formula bottle, but not on the new one anymore. I'm gonna do some screen recording. We're gonna look on the Chanel website, both on the US and the UK site. So right now we're on the Chanel US website. You can see that it's $55 US. And here's the picture of it with the SPF sunscreen on it. And let's go down to the list of the ingredients. So in the old formula, it does have the sunscreen and it does have talc in the formula. So now let's go to the Chanel UK website. And as you can see, it's 46 British pounds and they do have, let's see, 15 shades. And luckily one of them is in my shade, B70. As you can see the picture here, it doesn't have SPF on it. And then here are the ingredients in the new formula. I don't see the word talc in this one, but I was able to copy and paste both ingredients. Let's go here. So you can pause the screen if you like and check out the ingredients. But on top here is the old formula. And you can see that it does have the word talc right here. And of course the sunscreen, I believe those are the ingredients for the sunscreen. And then here's the new formula. No sunscreen and no talc. And I'm sure that there are other ingredients here that are kind of different. I've been staring at this for a long time and I'm too many letters for my mind to comprehend. Because I'm sure once they got rid of one ingredient, they have to add some ingredients to make it seem similar. But again, you could pause this and see the difference in the ingredients. And the ingredients were from both Chanel's website, the US and the UK. And just for added information, let me show you the box of the new one. I don't have the box of the old one. I threw that one away. And on the back of it is the list of ingredients. And I believe it's the same as what's on the UK Chanel website. So it's not just the sunscreen, it's also the talc and maybe one or two different ingredients. I have been trying it for several days. I wore the new one by itself. And then I'll put the old one on one side and the new one on the other side. And then I'll kind of switch it. Because honestly, both sides of my face is different. One side does lean a little bit more shinier than the other. I don't know if it's from the lighting. So I wanted to switch it up on both sides and it looks similar. Spoiler alert here, but anywho, so again, here are the bottles. This is the new one and this is the old one. And you do have to shake it. There is like a little ball inside. Now, upon shaking it, I think the newer one is a little bit thicker than the old one. The old one is a little bit more fluid. I hope you can hear that. And the old one doesn't rattle that much. So that's one difference that I saw. And it does come in a squeezy tube. And let me go ahead and swatch them. Again, these are both the same shade, B70. So here's the old version and here's the new version. So you can see the old version is a little bit more runnier and this is the new version. It's a little bit thicker, as I could tell from shaking the bottle. And the color may be a little off, but on the face it looks very similar. Yeah, I think the new one is just a little bit darker. This is the old formula and this is the new formula. And I'm looking at it at the end. It has the same kind of consistency because they kind of stopped in the same spot. All right, let me just swatch this. Okay, so here's the new one and here's the old one. So once it's swatched, it does look very similar. Formula looks similar too. And it does have a consistency of it being a little bit watery, whereas the new one is a little bit more thicker. So the first time that I used it, I used the new formula all over my face. I just wanted to see how it looked like all over my face. And you can just see how it looks. I think it looks very nice. And then the next time I tried it, I used the old formula on the left side of my face and the new formula on the right side. So I'll be putting the old formulation on this side of my face and the new one on this side, right? Yeah, this is the one with SPF. Oh, I forgot to put concealer on first. I'll do that later. Okay, so only have one side on. This is the one with the SPF. Now let's go for the new side. I think it's a little bit thicker too, because you can hear the ball more on this side and this one not as much. Yeah, this one does apply a little bit thicker, but still looks pretty on. All right, can you see a difference? This is the old formulation, new formulation. I don't know if this side is a little bit more shinier. It's not as matte as the old formula. But other than that, they both look very similar. Color looks the same. Just this side is a little bit, not as matte as this side. And when I tried it that way, I thought the new formula looked a little bit more shiny than the old formula. I do know that both sides of my face are different, so I wanted to switch it up and put the new formula on this side and the old formula on this side. And that's what I did today. And I think it's just the side of my face. Just this side looks a little bit more shinier. Honestly, both sides look very similar. I think similar in color. Once you apply all the other products on your face, they just look similar. Even though the old formula looks a little bit darker. Yeah, the new one still looks just a tad lighter, but after a while they just kind of blend in. So tell me what you think, guys. Do you think it looks similar on my skin? Keep in mind this side is a little bit shiny, maybe because of the light, maybe because it is just my face, but I did switch it up and it looks the same. Or maybe I should say whenever I switched it up, it didn't make a difference which side was more matte and which side was shiny, because this side was always shiny and this side's always matte. But honestly, I think it looks very similar. It looks like my skin. It's not showing any texture. It's not sinking in any pores. And again, I have been wearing this several times and it lasts all day. It doesn't come off except for around my mouth and my nose, because that's just how I am. I'm a messy eater and I blow my nose a lot. But honestly, it looks very good on the skin. I really can't see a difference. So in general, I think it looks very similar. I honestly do. The bronzer, blush, highlighter looks good on both sides. Again, it looks like my skin. I just love this foundation. Love the original one, and I'm liking the new one. So the obvious difference is that it doesn't have SPF written on the bottle or inside the bottle. It doesn't have talc. The new version is a little bit thicker, maybe a little bit lighter, but it's not enough to where you could see a difference. That's pretty much the difference that I see between these two foundations. Everything else, it just looks similar. It looks similar on the skin. It has that same scent. It's not a very strong scent, but it just looks very good on the skin. I like it. It has that blurring effect, has that velvety matte finish. Except on this side, it's a little bit shiny. But I think it's just the lighting in here, or it could be my skin. I do think it's very similar. I know when a brand reformulates a very popular product, we all kind of gasp and it's like, no! But this is my opinion alone. I think Chanel did a good job reformulating, because I honestly don't see a difference on my skin. Well, alright you guys, I sure hope that this video was helpful. I know I'm forgetting some things. I've been sick and my mind is just still kind of foggy a little bit. But if I forget to mention anything, I'll write it down below for you guys. But I sure hope that you enjoyed this video and that it was helpful. So if you liked and enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this. And you'll have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.